Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just give me a moment. Let's get some music in as well. Let's play some chill music. So I have a confirmation from John that he's not able to join today. He's on a cruise with his girlfriend. So John's not joining. We'll just hang around and wait for Chow and Devious. In the meantime, I'll sip my tea. So good news, DIGIMON, my composer, gave me the main menu music, so that's great. So now I have something I can use for the main menu. I've yet to add the sound in, yeah, but I'll do that pretty soon. So I'm also working on like the UI, right? You can see that I have like what do you call this? I have the rank display. Just a moment. Let me grab my save data, alright? Let's grab my save data. Also, let me drop into the chat. Alright, let me get my save data. Excuse me. GOTR remake, there we go. So if I have like if I set my high score to something else, like if I set my high score to say maybe 40, right, instead of 104, you can see that my rank is also changed. There we go. Actually, you know what? The audio is kind of loud, right? So let me just adjust it. Let me open up the volume mixer. Set it to 50. 40 is fine. I think 40 is fine. There you go. No one's in the chat. Am I doing death chat by myself today? What is this? Let's wait for this to load up. There we go. Yo, no one's turning up. You know what? I'll play my game in the meantime. Let's kill some time. I've actually made some changes to the sound effects. I got some feedback from DIGIMON saying that the sound effects and the music, right, doesn't go very well together. It's a bit disharmonic, I think that's his word. So he mentioned that his music is made out of is built on the E scale, and so I adjusted the sound effect to be on the same scale as well. So I think it sounds better. Oh crap. So I actually did some adjustments of the difficulty. Oh wait, there's one more thing that I've added. Adjustments of difficulty. Adjust the difficulty. Yo, Nugget! You know something funny? It's past the development chat time, right? And no one turned up today. No, no one turned up. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I know that John is not turning up today because he has something. Oh, yeah, you did. Thanks, man. I guess in the worst case scenario, I'll present to you. What is going on? I'll wait a little bit more and see if Devious and Chow turns up. John is definitely not showing up today. You have to put your development on hold. You haven't been... Right, what? You have to put your development on hold, is it because of school? I imagine it's because of school, right? Yeah, it's school. No worries, man. Concentrate on school. Technically, you're doing your grade 12 work now, so this is when school actually matters, so you gotta do your best. Yeah, I understand. So, here in Singapore, I think our system is a little bit different, but what happens after grade 12? Hey yo, Julia Kim, hello. Thanks for hanging out again. I'm waiting for the others to join in so we can do dev chat, but I think, I'm not sure why. Like, Chow did not appear today. Usually I don't have to remind him. Yeah. Also, Devious is not here. I think for Devious it might be because of time zone differences. Let's see. What's up? What's up? Let me just. Oh, you know, since you are here, right? My composer gave me the main menu music. It's kind of funky. Listen to it. I like it. It's very quirky. Yeah, man. I like it. I like it. It has a very NES quality to it, right? Fishy is gone, Nico. Go back to Japan, really? You mean Sakana went back to Japan? Is Sakana Japanese? Yeah, so I have to put this piece of music into the game very soon. Oh, I didn't know Sakana is... Oh, wait, yeah. No, Sakana is not Japanese. Sakana did mention sometime back that they are going to Japan for holiday. Yeah. So it's basically going on a holiday. That's fun. It's good stuff. Oh my god, no one's turning up. Alright, you're all here. I'll present to you. I'll present to you. Let me run this. So here's what I've done this week. So in case you're not familiar with the concept of this development chat, right? It's like every week, you know, some of us developers get together and then we talk to each other about what we have done over the week. Today is weird. I know John couldn't turn up today because he's with his girlfriend on a cruise. But somehow Devious and Chow are not here, so it must be one hell of a coincidence. But here's what I've done today, right? One of the first thing I've done is trying to animate the background. If you notice, right, to the BPM of the music. Alright, so DIGIMON, my composer, has told me that the BPM of the song, right, is 130 BPM, and that's what I use to animate the background. So if you notice, right, I even have like the fake music, the fake music visualization thing going on, and even in the game over screen, right, I try to make the score like, you know, pulse to each beat. So all of this is done so that, you know, I try to make the game feel like alive, you know, try to make it feel, give it some kind of personality, you know. So that's one thing that's done. Another thing I've done is the UI. The UI is here, right? Right, that's the transition. All of that is done. I have the main menu screen as well, but most of these buttons are useless. Right? I do have a stats screen, so if you notice, if I select the stats, Nugget says, imagine having a girlfriend. Well, Nugget, you are so young, so no worries for you. You still have time. But in any case, right, if you select statistics, This is a work in progress, but yo, Devious is here. You wasn't asleep because your sleep schedule is all screwed. Devious is here. Are you still joining, Devious? Oh, do you need a rest? It's fine if you need a rest. Yeah, I've already started presenting to no one. Oh, I mean, to the folks in the chat. You can join just so. Oh, all right, man. All right, man. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Yeah, John is not joining today because he's on a cruise with his girlfriend, and Chow is not joining because I don't know. I don't know where Chow went. He's gone. He's disappeared. So I'll just chill here. Take your time, man. Take your time. Yeah. Nugget is really young. Nugget is really young. It's younger than it's below 20 years of age. You'll be on in 1 hour. No. Well, I guess it's all relative, Nugget. Like to me, you are really young, right? Because you're younger than 20, so that feels really young. To me, yeah. It's all relative, I guess. Gonna grab some drink then hop on. All right, man. Oh, so Kim is also really young? I see. So younger than 20 as well? I wonder what's the average age of the people that use Twitch, you know? I'm guessing it's probably like early 20s. Probably.
Okay.
Yo!
Yo. Sorry about that.
It's so funny, no one turned up today, man.
Oh, really? You were the only one?
Yeah, I was the only one.
That sucks.
Yeah. That's alright. We can start now. How's your week, man? How's your week been?
It's been pretty alright. Actually didn't get a lot done on my other game, but started messing around with something else again. So,
Hence sleep again?
yeah.
Wait, is it for any of the gems?
No. It's something. It's been brought up quite a few times actually. I don't think with the talks, but just like in Discords and with my friend. It keeps popping up for some reason. But I'll mention it whenever it gets to me. But yeah, okay, you can start continue. Do that. You can continue.
So, say again? Hello? Sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
Okay, sorry. My throat's a little dry. No, okay. There we go. Okay.
Right.
What I'll talk about whenever I can go. But yeah, it's something that's been brought up now and again in like small Discord chats and with my friend because he mentioned it a few times. But
you mean the idea
like,
of the game?
Yeah, the idea. Sorry, yeah.
I see. Okay, I look forward to seeing it. Should I present first? I'll do it quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, man. I'll present. Let me just show you what I have. I think you have already seen it. But one of the first thing I did this week was to make the background of the game sort of dance to the music, right? So you can kind of see. This is a quick demonstration. You can see that there's some kind of fake music visualization going on in the background, and all of that is done under the assumption that the music is playing at 130 BPM, which is the value that the composer gave me. So 130 BPM. So what I had to do was I downloaded this software called Reaper. You can see it's still a evaluation license. I'm using the trial basically, and then I imported the music and set the appropriate beats per minute, the BPM, and then I start counting the bars that's up here, right? So at certain values, when the music kind of kicks up a notch, I will take note of what the number up here is, and then I will use this number in the code, right, to change the animation. So all of that is to like give the illusion that the background is actually like changing according to how the music is playing. Yeah. So that's one.
So if they lag or anything, would that affect it?
No, there is no lag because I am not processing the audio data in real time. I'm not doing that. All I'm doing is that let me show you. I have this class called in-game music manager, right? All I'm doing is I'm getting the track position. So like as the audio is playing, right, you can retrieve the data, right? From the sound object and say, okay, at what point are you in the song? So just from that alone, right, we can do some calculations on like which bar I'm in and which beat I'm at. And so long as I cross a new bar, right, I fire off an event called music beat, right? And once I fire off the event, right, the appropriate objects themselves will react to this event. So for example, in the gameplay state, right, I'm drawing like all of the objects in the background. So every time I receive a beat event, right, I would like change the scale or the positional offset of the individual object so that they look like they are different each time it beats. Yeah, so that's one thing I've done. Another is the UI. Well, you've seen it. The UI, again, not my favorite thing to work on, but I have some options to choose from. Also, I'm still working on the stats screen, so you can see that based on my high score, the display of the rank, right, will be different. So this is me at my maximum rank, being the ultimate being. But if I were to change my high score, so this is the data file. So this is one of the things I work on as well, right, which is doing some form of file data saving. So once I've done this, the idea is to show the player, like how far they have progressed, and also to tease them, right, like hey, you can do better. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I set it to
What's,
50, right, then I'm somewhere here. Yeah.
What's the highest? What's the how much do you have to get to the highest?
100. 100.
Only 100?
Only a only 100 that's right. But only.
I mean, you started hitting it.
Yeah,
I
but
figured,
it took me.
yeah.
It's not. I would say it's not easy to reach 100. Yeah, but I could be wrong. I'm looking forward to having the players prove me wrong. But
So what are you gonna do if they do prove you wrong?
then I guess it's fine, because then I will see who is at the top of the leaderboard. So that's one of the tasks that I've yet to do, right? Adding the leaderboard. Yeah. So, but I would. The reason why I think it's not easy to reach 100 is because in the previous game, in the original, it's quite clear that a lot of people could only hit 100, right? People say, "Oh, this is a pretty difficult game," right? So I base it on, you know, the feedback that was given to me for the original. Yeah, but I also know that there are some mechanical differences in this game, right? For example, I have a double jump, so I'm not sure if the double jump would make it like a lot easier to get 100. Yeah, so I'm not sure. So we have to see. So that's another thing.
What's your actual highest score? Like that what was that one score you showed in your thing?
So I showed. Okay, so that is already outdated, but the high score I've shown in the server is 190, which is really high, right? But when I got 190, for that particular run, right, I wasn't very happy with it, because here's the thing, right? I did really well at the beginning of the game, right? And then I got to a point where instead of the game feeling progressively more challenging, I reached a certain point where it suddenly feels like, oh, it's gotten easy for me, right? So then I thought like, okay, maybe there's some balancing issue. So I did not like that. So what I ended up doing was I make it such that once. Okay, so let me just establish how the spawner works. The spawner, the source spawners, works in like various stages. So there is the initial stage where it only spawn like a very few source, and then it will gradually increase the speed, right? So at the moment I have like 3 different. Not at the moment, but like previously I had like 3 different states. What I have now is I added one more. And that one more state is that if you cross the score of 100, like if you reach 100, I will make the spawning a lot more punishing. So I started spawning source in pairs, right? And I think that should help resolve the problem of the game, like, you know, suddenly feeling too easy, you know, once you reach a certain point. So yeah, so that's that. I hope that works. It seems to be working. So after I added that particular spawn state, right, I have never gotten 190 again. My highest now is 130. Yeah.
It's still kind of high.
Yeah, still pretty high, 130. Yeah. Okay, so I have the save data, I mentioned it. Oh yeah, this I actually just worked on this. Adjust sound effects to the E major scale. So it's occurred to me like how untrained my ears are. Like I couldn't hear the issues that I couldn't hear any problems, right, with the current sound effect. But what DIGIMON said, DIGIMON, like my composer, what DIGIMON said was that he listened to the video I posted on Twitter, and he said that the sound effects and the music doesn't go very well together. It's the word he used was disharmonic. So there's some back and forth, and I said, oh, perhaps it's because I was changing the pitch of my sound effects in real time, right? Without any guidelines. You know, I'm just like putting out a arbitrary value, right, to change the pitch by. So basically, the higher you score, right, the higher the pitch, but the pitch is not set based on any scale. So again, I have no knowledge of what scales are, but DIGIMON said that his music was built on the E major scale, the E scale. So what I did earlier was I went into Audacity, right, and I changed the sound effects to fit on the E scale. Yeah. And I think that sounds a bit better, but again, my ears are not trained for this, so I recorded a video and then I sent it back to DIGIMON for his feedback. So I'm still waiting for his feedback. Yeah. So that's one thing. Actually, yeah. That's all I have. I'm done.
Oh, I thought the other stuff was. Oh, so this is a to-do list, not a.
This is what I've done. Yeah. Right, like the animation, the UI, the save data, the adjustments of the sound effects, which I've already done, as well as the adjustment of the difficulty, which is the the last spawn state. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, Nugget did say that the sound effects on the menu are a little harsh sounding. Yeah, I think he has a point. If I have the time, right, I will adjust the sound effect here as well. So you can see that the sound effect here is a little bit off. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm not sharing the sound. I just realized. I'm sorry, but yeah, it sounds a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I can't hear it anyways because.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm on the stream, watching on the stream, but since we're talking, I can't even hear it.
Yeah, I just realized I'm not sharing my screen with you. What?
I know, it's alright. It's all good. I was watching the stream, but I had it muted.
Right.
So I can see what you're doing.
I see. All right. Yeah, I'm done. So what I'm gonna do next week is, basically just finish every single one of the options in the main menu. And I think once I'm done with that, I'll have a functioning game, I think.
You're like, so wait, so what do you? What do you have left?
Oh, what do I have left? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually have this program called Tape. There we go. So I have I need to work on character selection. Character selection comes with the the gacha thingy as well. So I'm thinking of going the crossy road approach to unlocking characters. Basically a gacha, right? So you roll for a random character. But in order to roll, so-called quote-unquote roll for the gacha, what I intend to implement is okay, let me show you. This is a work in progress. But if you notice in the game over screen, right, there is a tickets earned, right, and it says 0 here. So
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's a very small thing, and it's still a work in progress. But the idea is basically kind of like a real life arcade. Depending on your score, depending on how well you performed, you get like a higher number of tickets, and then you can exchange the ticket for a role at the character selection. Yeah, so you can get a random character based on after you exchange your tickets. So that's what I intend to do.
You're gonna have that many characters?
I want to try aiming for 10 characters at launch. Then I slowly, maybe I can add like one character every week or something.
Oh, okay, one character every week.
Yeah. Nugget says Crossy Road also has secret characters. Oh, that's something to keep in mind as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Oh, actually, rank display is like, I think almost done. Let me just set it to green. I'm lacking a few sound effects. For example, when the game transits into a sudden death state, there isn't any audio feedback. So I need to work on that. IAP, gacha, add integration, character screen, settings screen, stat screen, I'm working on it. And as well as some polishing. Yeah, so that's all I have left. If I'm lucky, I should be able to release this by the end of November.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, also Nugget says, he has an idea one of the characters can be unlocked by dying to a special sword that has a low chance of spawning that looks like the origin. What? I'll think about it. But yeah, that's all I have. How about you? I'm looking forward to the new thing you've made.
Wait, let me open up Game Maker. Something like too special, but I don't know. For some reason, I've been having this. It's another itch to
Another itch, right?
make it. Okay, wait, let me.
Okay, let me see.
Alright, so the new game. It is a
Oh,
Tamagotchi kind of thing.
oh, okay, I like that.
No.
You had me at Tamagotchi.
So I was talking to my friend,
Uh-huh.
and he really plays. He plays Pokemon Go a lot,
Right.
and we were talking about other stuff. And Tamagotchi didn't come up, but just the whole Pokemon thing came up. And he was like, "You know what I would really like is if like I had a Tamagotchi, but like I forget how exactly it came up."
Okay. Okay.
But I told him that wouldn't be too hard to make because
Right.
I always wondered what making a Tamagotchi kind of game would be like. So yeah, that's what this is. I think I might actually put in my battle system too. I'm not entirely sure, but I have like all the stats
Right.
and everything. Like they're random every time. Like I already set up all the.
So
what
it's
do you
not
call it?
Tamagotchi anymore, right? It's Digimon now.
Yeah. Digimon would be closer because
So you can
I
battle.
haven't seen a whole lot on Digimon, but what I have seen is Digimon is basically a Tamagotchi kind of game,
Right, right.
except they fight.
Except you can send your Digimon to battle to the death.
Yeah, maybe not to the death, but yeah.
Right.
The the idea behind this game is they are Digidragons. So
Okay.
everything's a dragon, and this is the first time I've done this because it's new. But I've been using AI,
Okay.
so let's see if I
Using
can.
AI.
Yeah.
Oh, to get prompts?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how do you?
So I just put it. So I just put in some prompts,
Oh,
and I went to like the Dolly Mini,
right.
and I just started filtering out everything, and these are all the ones that I've been finding that have been
Oh,
popping up or whatever when I kept changing the fonts.
sorry.
Half
What do you say this tool is called?
the this one was the Dolly Mini 2. It's called Crayon now.
Dolly Mini Cram?
Crayon,
Cram.
Crayon. Wait. You make sure I don't have anything weird on. Oh, wait.
Anything weird? Mm.
Crayon. I think that's how you spell it. You can probably look it up.
Cray. Oh, thanks. Okay, let me look it up.
Wait.
Oh, Del E. Oh, so that's.
Yeah, it's just a Dolly. It's a new.
Oh,
It's Dolly 2 Mini, but they rebranded it.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you use AI to generate character prompts, and then you turn them into pixel art, right?
Yeah, basically. So
That's
like,
pretty cool.
there's no, I couldn't, or I haven't really looked too hard, but like, there was no program to like just make it into pixel art.
Hmm.
So basically, what I do is I take one of the images, shrink it down, because each image is 265 by 265, I think,
Right.
or 264, 264. I forget which one it is. I think it's 264. and like every single one is the same size. So I can just I shrink each one down to 32, and so it pixelizes it like to hell. So you can't recognize it too much, but it still has like a shape.
Right.
So then I mess with the thing that pops out of it. And then do I still have it in? Oh, I'm really cold. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. So.
Okay, that's now sampled run, right?
Yeah. So basically, for this one example, yeah, it's the first time I'm using this too, because I've never really used this before. This split thing.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, what I do is this is the full size one, and I basically just shrink it down to 30 by 32, and then it turns into something that looks like this.
Right.
And then I just start drawing over it and messing with it some more. So I refine it and I make it look how I want it to look. And then that gives me my 32 by 32. And then I put it into this one right here. So right now I only have 3.
That's an
I wasn't
interesting
sure how to.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun too. Because this one doesn't really look like how it started. This one was. She was 38. This is what she looked like before.
Oh, right.
So like completely different. or almost completely different. It keeps some of the same design, but like it just turned into something else, sort of. I don't know what the hell this was, so I got rid of that.
Right.
Whatever. Probably like a scarf or something. But yeah, no, that's what I was working on. It's pretty fast to make each one. I'm not gonna make like all of these because that's what is that, 368.
Right. But the main purpose of all of this is to serve as like some kind of a base, right, for your character. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm basically just gonna go through each one because I'm gonna go with the ones that I really like first, and I'm gonna narrow it down to then I'm gonna start messing with the other ones that I'm not a big fan of. Some of them I put in here just because I had like an idea behind them. So like, there's this one which is like a twin looking thing.
God. Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. This is definitely gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna add. But yeah, like, but the idea. I think I put in like 2 or 3 of these where they're like combined like this. And then there was some fun ones that came out. Oh yeah, I was looking for ghosts, like ghost-looking things.
Right.
Yeah. That's the main idea right now.
That's very cool. So what are the mechanics you intend to build?
Well, I actually started researching a little bit on Tamagotchis, and I didn't know that there was a new one that came out in 2020 or 2021.
Oh, okay.
It has a colored screen and everything, and I was like, wow, I didn't know they got this fancy.
I have not heard of it as well. 2020? Yeah. You mean like the actual hardware?
Yeah, the actual hardware.
Wow.
Like, yeah, they came out with some new ones, and there's been quite a few versions. There's one called Tamagotchi Pix, and it takes a black and white picture that's like a small resolution, but it still takes pictures. And you can put it as the background in your little game thing. I don't know what they were thinking with that one.
Right.
Had a picture one. The main thing he kept saying was just that the newer screen and whatnot. Was it a watch? Yeah. One of them also. I think one of the newer ones was like a smartwatch.
Whoa. Okay.
Like a smartwatch completely dedicated to it. You can connect a wire to it and like connect other Tamagotchis together.
Seriously,
and like share.
Sounds expensive.
I didn't check the price, but yeah, it it did sound expensive.
Goodness. That's
I
cool.
mean, I'm not planning on selling the hardware or anything, so I didn't really see the point of looking at the price. But
Hmm. Do you know there was a PC version of Tamagotchi? Uh,
yeah, I heard
yeah.
about that. I read that up too. Well,
Right.
part of it anyway.
Yeah,
To mention.
I played it when I was in primary school, so that means like when I was like 11, I played a version of it, and I don't remember much of it, right, except for one thing. So when eventually the Tamagotchi either leave or dies, right, uh, it will leave you a letter. And I remember that the letter my Tamagotchi left me was kind of passive aggressive because I was I was neglecting it. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
So yeah, it's
that's
yeah, that's I thought that's like an interesting touch, right? Like it actually leaves you a
that,
letter.
that's interesting. The fact that you still remember it is kind of
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so many years ago and I remember that letter. Yeah.
scarred by Tamagotchi. Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, I could probably do something like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I was gonna go the Digimon route where they like can talk or whatever, so they're not really like
Oh,
they don't do the whole
talk to the
Pokemon thing.
player.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I haven't fully decided on that,
Mm.
but the idea is that they're like digital dragon things. I went with dragons because they're super versatile or whatever.
Yeah.
I can do whatever the hell I want. Some of these don't even look like dragons. You know, I go in the Bowser route where Bowser's a dragon. He
Mm-mm.
looks nothing like a dragon. He just
Yeah.
breathes fire, I guess. Uh, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna be jumping on this now and again. Still messing with the other game.
Mm.
I didn't get a lot done with that one though. But this was done in 2 days.
I was very fast.
Yeah,
Do you have any intention to bring this to well, I mean, if you do intend to like, complete this project, do you intend to bring it to mobile? Because I feel like it would be very
yeah. I
suited
was
for
thinking that
mobile.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because it's meant to be played in like a smaller resolution as well.
Hmm.
And because the base resolution is, whoops, what is that? 160 by 90.
Oh, that's small, man.
Yeah, it's super tiny. Yeah, all this is on that size screen. I think I blew it up to 360. Yeah, this is 360.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
How do you intend to animate them?
I'm not sure because just animating like something simple would be a lot if I had like 50 of them. Right now, the idea is to have them blink or something. Well, I just have it to where I can look at all the expressions that I have right now. Yeah, so like, this is like a normal one. This is a happy. This is mad. This is like sleepy or annoyed,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, and I put like these little simple things.
Are they gonna leave poop around?
I don't know. I don't know entirely how I'm gonna do it. Maybe I don't know. Since you played with Tamagotchi, what would you like to see in something like this?
I think the usual features of like feeding them, cleaning them,
Yeah.
playing with them would be great. As a matter of fact, on mobile, right, there is a really popular game called Pou, I think, where you take care of a character that looks a little bit like Pooh. And
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of this game. Yeah.
yeah, and like there's all kinds of mini games that you can play with it. So I think there might be an expectation, for there to be like a number of mini games.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What kind of mini games is it? Does it like involve it directly, or is it just?
that I'm not very sure. Let me look it up. Yeah. Pou game. There we go. Let me look it up. Look at this. This is on Google Play, right? 4.4. Oh no,
Yeah, this
11,
thing.
11.9 million reviews, which means that number of downloads is like 500 million. That's a bit crazy. But you can see that
That's
you can do stuff like personalize the character. Go outside. Look at this. What kind of game do you think this is?
I think I've seen my niece play this actually.
Oh, you've seen it, right? Oh,
Yeah,
there
I
you
know I've
go.
seen it before.
Doodle jump, right? You see, this looks like doodle jump. So it seems like there's a lot of mini games. Yeah, I was quite taken aback the first time I saw this. Like whoa, that's like so many downloads. Like how did this happen? Yeah. But yeah, there must be a lot of features to to attract that many people. Yeah.
I don't know.
Just something to think about. Yeah, Nugget said
Yeah.
that he tried speedrunning pool. Wait, you can speedrun it? Third Active says that it's mainly it's just kids playing the first game they see on the App Store. So really perhaps, well, I'm not sure, but it could be that they're really good with the SEO. Right.
With what?
The search engine optimization thing, or the App Store optimization. It could be that. It could be that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. So what you gonna work on?
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna work on this some more now and again. It's not gonna be the main focus right now. It's still the other game, but
It's still the
for some reason,
right.
yeah, the mechanic game. But for some reason, I wanted to make this, and I don't know why.
I mean, this
I was like,
this seems like a very nice side project, right?
yeah, because just making these things is like so quick. It's like takes me like an hour or two. So for each one, it would take like an hour or two. Well, maybe even shorter than that. Maybe under an hour.
Right.
And then all this I just programmed. So this is all like active. This all works. There's little traits. Oh yeah. I even made a thing.
What's this?
Like what's good against what and what's bad against what.
Oh my god, you're building Pokemon.
Awesome. Yeah, like a Pokemon. This was actually again. It's the design of UI that I really love, and game mechanics and whatnot. Like I had a lot of fun trying to just going through each ones and trying to logic like why does this beat this and why does this not beat this, and to like think of how to do it because some of them are like doubles, so some of them are like. So like fire is both strong against ghosts but weak against ghosts.
Yeah.
And frost too, like it melts ice, but also when ice melts it turns into water, which puts out fire. That kind of logic. Actually don't know a whole lot about this part of Pokemon. Just the basic stuff, like like fire. You would expect water to be fire.
Yeah,
fire
same. Yeah.
Than that, but I've never really looked into it too much. I have seen their little graph thing before, where it gets a lot more complicated. Where it's like this specific pairing when they fight is like 2.5 times, and this one over here is like 1.
Yeah.
Like even. Yeah.
And stuff like that seems kind of scary as well, right? Like how
I'm
do we know about balancing? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. When I was making that, I was like, man, I wonder if there's gonna be like a particular, like somehow in this whole. Oh, I just realized it's like a perfect tic-tac-toe thing right there.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I was wondering like how, if there is gonna be like a particular type or whatever that turns out, because I didn't want to do the dragon thing. So like I do know in Pokemon dragon types are like super OP or some shit.
Okay.
Because they're strong against everything, but like only weak against like other dragons, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask somebody who like is a lot more into Pokemon. Probably my friend.
right. You can perhaps
But,
check with Nugget. Nugget seems like he knows Pokemon.
oh, they are. Oh, what's the dragon thing then? I know there's something about dragons. Of course, I know fairies are like weak against everything, or are they strong to everything? I forget. What it is.
So many things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I stopped playing Pokemon after the first gen. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up all their types and stuff, and there's a ground.
Nugget
There's
says that
a-
fairy is strong against dragon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But what was it? Oh, are they? Oh, really?
Hmm. Yeah, but yeah, right. But I understand your concern, right? Like how do you ensure a system that is very in depth and yet at the same time still remains balanced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Because like the more elements you add, the harder it is to
Yeah, more
balance.
complicated. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know. I'll see eventually. Then I could just tweak it or something, or mess with some numbers.
Hmm.
But yeah, I am curious as to which one would become the good one. Because for when I was doing this, what is this, Rock?
Yeah.
I haven't even decided on their names yet, like what each one is called. Some of them I have, but some of them I haven't.
Right.
But at first, Rock was like strong against everything,
Hmm.
and it only had like 2 weaknesses. I just added the Frost, so I was like, I don't know, whatever.
Right.
But then what was it, Ghosts was the one that popped up a lot. So like as you can see, everything is kind of strong against Ghosts,
Hmm.
and Ghost is strong against some of them.
Right.
Yeah, but Ghost has like a bunch of doubles. Ghost is strong against Ghosts as well. Yeah, I'll have to see how this turns out. I don't know.
Yeah. I
But,
noticed you have like how many types in total? 9?
9, yeah.
Oh wow, then how many monsters do you intend to make?
Like for starters, probably 50. to have a
Holy
good-
crap!
Well,
50.
I only chose 50 because
Yeah.
the iteration process is pretty quick,
Right.
and I can change all the colors of each one like how I want. Like I can mess with all that.
Right.
So I can like make them whatever types I want.
Still
it'll give a
quite
good
a lot though.
variety.
50 still seems like a lot. Which is great, right? It has more variety.
Yeah. just to mess with it, just to see what happens.
Hmm.
Just to see how everything goes.
Yeah.
I'll probably like toss all the ones that I want to put in first, and pixelize them or whatever.
You could possibly also do you can collect data during playtesting, right? Like if you were to release a beta testing build on Steam,
Yeah.
right? I believe I could be wrong, but I believe you can kind of store certain data like what creatures beat what other creatures, and then once you have enough data, you can kind of spot the any kind of imbalance in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, that was part of the plan.
Hmm.
To try and tackle how to do this. Because, yeah, it's just like new territory or whatever that I've never messed with before.
Yeah, but it sounds fun.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nugget says Pokemon has 18 types, so the balancing is probably nightmarish then.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I was looking at the whole types, and I was like, how do these even...
Yeah.
How do you balance it? Because, like, they also have to make, like, real world logic. Because, you can't have fire beating water. I mean, then again, when you throw fire at water, it turns into steam, so it doesn't necessarily hurt it or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that. What yeah, I'm just having some fun.
Yeah, looking great.
Having some fun with this. The names, I don't know how to I'm just having fun with names too, like Vixie, because this is what she looked like before, but now I put horns on her, so I don't know how that's gonna. I'll probably change that name. This one, I was like, oh, she's got like covered in gold, so I
Right.
finally looked it up. I never looked this up before, but the scientific name that was first used for gold was like aurum or something.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's why it's AU. Yeah. So I was like Oro V. Yes.
Why not?
I don't know how the hell I came up with this one, but yeah, Garnigree.
Right.
I guess because Garnet. I was thinking of Steven Universe. She's purple.
Right.
And she's got a big old crystal on her butt. I guess that's what that is. Mm.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's the Garnigree. Yeah.
That's
No.
cute, man. That's cute.
Yeah, I'm planning on going like a cute direction with it. You know, because you can like one of the things you can do in the game is you can pet them. You see, you get a little brush. You got some music. You get to pet them with this little thing. You feed them. Because I was trying to think of what you would want to, what I would want to put in this kind of thing or whatever. You'd probably look up what they do in like, because I know, doesn't Pokemon do like a little petting thing in one of their games?
In the Switch version, the Pokemon Let's Go, I believe you can play, you can kind of like pet your Pikachu or Eevee, right? I think. I think. Yeah. They also have like
It's
a
funny.
lot of like those like idling animation, I think.
Yeah.
I think Sword and
I mean,
Shield
but
also
that-
has something like that, right? Sorry, yeah?
Yeah, that'd be really difficult though to animate them like
Yeah.
doing things like that. Yeah, just I was just curious how the approach to this would be, and so I just started doing it. And so I was like, because I've never been a big fan of these kind of games,
Right.
but in my head I was like, well, how can I make it to where I do like it? Because I know I do like some of the Digimon approaches, and then that old, I don't remember what the game was called, but you would raise dragons.
Okay.
And the fighting system was very similar to Digimon, where you
raised
decide
dragons.
on a you raise I don't know what the hell it's called, but you I played a long time ago. I think it was on like PS1.
Is it
And basically what you
Monster Rancher? No, right?
no it wasn't in the big ones. It was like some different game because I think it was just dragons.
Right.
And you could like splice them together and like do different things to make different kinds of dragons, and you could customize the kind of dragon that you wanted to make. Like if you wanted to put like an axe on it or something,
Okay.
you could do that, and you could like make it yourself or whatever. I'm gonna have to look that game up because I remember that game from our childhood, but I have no idea what it was called.
Oh damn.
But other than that kind of game, that's like the only time that this kind of thing really touched on me. I've always been interested in the whole Tamagotchi like aspect, like the whole idea behind it. It just always seemed like interesting for some reason. I never owned one, but
Right. But it does feel nice in the sense that it's not a game where you're expected to engage with it for a long period of time. What I mean by that is it's kind of something like you just open up, you check on it, right, for a little while, and then you turn it off, and then later on when you're free you put it back up again, right, and see how the monster is doing. I thought like something about that seems nice because there's some level of persistence, right? It's like when you're away, your monster is kind of waiting for you, and it's that little bit that makes it feel special.
Yeah, that was the approach with this one too. That's why I have it running at such a low resolution. So you can just like turn it on and just like put it on the side or something. It goes smaller.
Right.
The only reason I have it this big is just because I was making sure everything was aligned and whatnot.
Right.
But before I think I had it at half size, and I was also checking the readability with that. Oh yeah, which reminds me of the stupid. So I am actually probably gonna be messing with the rooms more. This right here, This stupid inspector thing. God, it took me forever to figure out how to get to this.
Okay, I have not seen
Oh
this.
no, it took me forever to figure out that I needed to use the inspector to change.
Oh damn! To change the room size?
The room properties. Yeah, to change the room properties. It's like, because so this is closed. Let's say I have this selected.
Oh.
Get up there. Right. Then I'm like, okay, how do I get to the room whatever's? If I double click, doesn't do anything. I do this, okay, maybe edit opens it. Edit doesn't open it, just goes to this. You can't go here. None of these does anything except for this one.
Right.
Reset windows on current desktop. But if you do that, that resets all the windows on your desktop. So it's like everything goes over here. This does pop up the inspector.
Why do they ship it to the left side? I don't get it.
I don't know, because it resets everything.
Oh.
And so it's really annoying. Like it'd be nice. It wouldn't be such a problem if I could just like double click the room.
Yeah.
And it just like pops up, but it's so annoying.
It's especially annoying since it's a change after like like you're used to this for like how many years already, right? And then they suddenly change the layout. Yeah.
It's not just that. It's just annoying. Like, as somebody who's been using this for a while, it shouldn't have been that hard to find this.
Yeah.
And figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is. Now that I know what it is or how to do it, I know.
Yeah, once you know how it works, it's no longer an issue, right?
Right.
Alright, I'll keep this in mind.
This was the intended size.
Ah.
Yeah, teeny tiny.
I actually have a question. So, like, if you bring this to mobile, right? So one couldn't expect that the app is always on, right? So, like, a lot of times you probably have to minimize the app or even close it. So, what do you have in mind to simulate the passage of time? When the player like boot the game up after like a day.
I wasn't sure. I was gonna use the delta time thing or whatever, or look into that and see how all that kind of stuff works.
Right.
You can read the.
But I don't think you can use delta time for that, because like delta time only accounts for the time difference between frames, right? But.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not delta time, but the.
Or the actual timestamp, right? If you save the timestamp.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
I was either thinking of that or just have it to where it only does things whenever it's on. Because I was also looking, because one of the things that I saw or I noticed in the Tamagotchi thing is that a lot of people like to pause the Tamagotchi. Because yeah, apparently you can pause it.
What?
But it's not like an official pause.
Okay.
The way you did it was you had to go into like the time thing to change the time.
Uh-huh.
And while you're in that menu, apparently it pauses the actual game.
Oh.
So what people would do is they just go to that menu and just leave it on that menu.
Oh.
So it like pauses it.
That's quite the exploit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was watching a little tutorial thing on like how to use a Tamagotchi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To see like some of the things that you could expect from a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, I did not expect to see like some kind of weird workarounds or whatever. There were some other things too that popped up, but I can't fully remember what they were. All right, you can get like a completely new one, or you can wait for yours to die, and you just press like the two buttons. One of the newer ones, the smartwatch one, just had a home button. You can like swipe and stuff.
Okay.
There's some things with that too. I don't know. It was an interesting watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have seen the one with Digimon. So the first generation of Digimon, right? When you buy the Digimon, there's a kind of a plastic strip that is stuck into the bottom of the device. So basically, it cuts off the electricity to the device, right? So if you put it out, I think the battery connects and then the device boots up. So it used. I've done it before when I was really young, really little. But when you how do I put it? you take a device, right? And if you just maybe cut a strip of plastic, and if you keep jamming the strip right into the bottom of the device and keep pulling it in and out, just keep sticking it in and then pulling it out again. If you keep doing it for a while, sometimes your Digimon, right, can glitch out and then become a Teddymon, like some rare difficult to get Digimon.
Really?
yes. It's all like exploiting the hardware, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
So the reason why people want the Teddymon is so that they can trash their opponents,
Yeah. That's the other thing I didn't want to do. You know, like in Pokemon, you have those super big boss monsters or whatever that are like super strong.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just make everything
Equal?
like not necessarily. Well, yeah, I don't want to use equal because like it makes it sound like, well, maybe, I don't know. I was so in the back of my head, I was also like, I don't want it to matter which one you choose. You know, like.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have different stats and stuff, and you can train them and whatnot, and like increase the stats and whatnot. But I was gonna put a limit on it, so like you can't just max out everything.
Right.
So I was gonna go with the Pokemon route with the level thing. Like 99 would be the max level, and that's when you whatever you can put your points out.
Yeah.
I have to think on that more, see how that goes. But yeah, I was gonna go with that approach, so everything doesn't go all bad. I don't know. I'm gonna see what approach is the funniest, the more fun, the funner.
The funner.
Yeah, the funner approach.
Yeah, it seems cool, man. Thanks for sharing. I'm actually looking forward to it. I would like to play test it. Something like Digimon. Well, so if you send your monster off to battle, right? Will it get injured? Will you have to nurse it back to health?
Yeah, I put like a little HP. I was actually deciding whether or not I wanted to do that, but I figured the more things you can do with the thing, with your, I keep almost wanting to call them Pokemon. The more, I also keep wanting to call them Digimon too, because if Digimon was, because I really like the name Digi.
Yes.
Because they're digital dragons, so that's why I went with the digital. What the hell did I call them?
Digital dragons, Digigons.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, Digigon. Yeah, oh, there you go. That's a good name. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to, because I was like Digimon. I can't use that.
But I'm not even sure if you can use Digigons because it's like just one letter difference, right?
I mean, I don't know.
So, yeah, hard to say.
I'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hard to say. Because it would also be a direct. I mean, I could always change the name,
Yeah.
Just assist. Oh, okay, I'll just change it.
Naga has expressed interest in.
Dracomon was the.
Dragonmon?
Draco.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Dracomon.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
the other name I put in here.
Yeah.
What was it? The Digidragons, Dracomon, and now Digigons.
Digigons, yes.
Yeah, Digigons. That's why I catch you. I'll say that much. It's easier to say. Rolls off the tongue better.
Yeah.
Digigon.
Anyway, Naga expressed interest in playtesting as well, so.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He's a big Pokemon fan, so he's interested.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know if hey Nugget, just let me know of anything you would like to see in this kind of game, and I can like adjust it.
Yeah, man.
With a side of salt, of course. I don't want to just make it into some kind of Pokemon Digimon game. I just want to mess with it.
You still have to make it special to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So in the coming week you will be working on this as well as the robot chef game, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
See how that goes. Oh, hopefully, I can already see it now. I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh. You're just gonna work on this?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening.
I think that's just how it works, you know, like, I mean, even for myself, right, I was working on Project Robo, right, and now I'm pretty much just working on the saw blades all the time, so I don't know, man. I think that's just how it goes sometimes.
That's how it is.
Yeah. Shall we do a recap? I don't
Yeah,
think Chow is turning up today, so let's do a recap. What's going on? Why is he not appearing?
I don't know. I think he's been focusing a lot more on his
Skull Chains?
No, not Skull Chains, the other stuff.
The tabletop stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Perhaps. Yeah, let's do a recap then. So, for me, I will be working on... I think the gameplay is done, so I just need to work on polish as well as the the monetization stuff, so the gacha system and whatnot. But when I say gacha, I don't mean gacha in the sense that...
yeah, you keep saying that, and the first thing that comes to my head is like, Chiny is gonna go charging for tickets.
Charge for tickets? Oh no, I'm just thinking of okay, so the tickets, right? The tickets, you get the tickets from playing the game, right? The better you perform, the more tickets. So it's kind of like some kind of a currency that you earn just from playing the game. As for the gacha, right? I don't want to do it like the the usual gacha that we have in a lot of games like Genshin. What I want here is every time you roll for a character, right? You are guaranteed a new character. That's what I want. Yeah, because I don't have any of those. You know how like usually those gacha games, when you get duplicated characters, there is some kind of a mechanics in place to merge them so that you can gain something out of it, right? And I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, like, because it feels like that is entirely designed 100% around monetization, right? It's like, what does it add to the game, right? Yeah.
The whole idea is just to add some more fluff so that you can give, because they can't, if they did it the way that you're doing it, and let's say you did pay for it,
right,
then they run out of characters super fast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so they gotta give you like
yeah, so since I am not making my game my game is not like games as service, right? It's not like those game that is expected to be constantly supported for like 5 to 10 years. I'm not doing that kind of game. I think it's okay if I just go the simpler approach of like giving players a new character. Besides, I'm also thinking like for me to add a new character is actually not difficult, because like each new character don't really have like any special abilities, right? It's not like Serial Scramblers. So adding characters for me should not be difficult, hopefully. Yeah. So that's about it. So I'll just work on the character selection next week.
Yeah, just don't call it gacha in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to just find a different word to use in general.
What word should I use then?
I don't know, because when you say it, like I know you're not doing the gacha thing, but you're using the word gacha, and it uses gacha mechanics in the sense of random characters or whatever.
I don't know. I think the word has been poisoned. I mean, gacha just used to mean that machine, right? Yeah. That machine where you put in a coin and then you turn it and then you get a capsule out of it. Yeah. But the term has become poisoned now.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. Definitely should not use that word.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Even talking about
I'll not use that term in the game for sure. I'll just say, hey, roll for a character. I'm not even sure if I should use the word roll.
Yeah, that's because that still has the gambling notation.
Yeah.
As long as.
Sorry, you saying?
Dang, I don't know, because you had to. So if someone was playing it and they saw that, just in general, where you have to roll or something, Uh, yeah, you could do it like that. Wheel of Prizes. That sounds better.
Oh,
You
roll
get
for
your
price?
yeah, Wheel of Prizes.
Oh.
That's what Nugget said.
Oh. Wheel of prizes. Right. Okay. Yeah, let me think about it.
Or something like that. Because the idea behind it, I think, is with the tickets. You have the carnival prize wall.
Yeah.
Is what you're going for, and not
No, but I also want the character to be given at random, you know? It's like,
yeah.
I mean,
Or
it's okay if
could
I
you do
just
both?
do both.
Yeah, like have you can just outright buy the character with the tickets, but it's a lot more tickets.
Oh.
But also have the random chance thing.
Oh, maybe. I have to think about it though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm at a stage where I'm close to my intended release date, so I don't want to add too many things prior to launch. But it's something that I can work on like post-launch. I think I can do that. Also, you know, like if I do the Crossy Road approach, like Crossy Road literally have a gacha machine, right? You know, and then a capsule will drop out of the thing. I think that's fine, right? I think that visual is not poison in itself.
No, because you can get candy or.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the actual gachas because I've seen some streams. This guy, he lives in Japan.
Yes.
And he goes by this huge gacha shop now and again. And he buys things now and again while he's streaming. And the like it looks like fun. Just
yeah. There's this anticipation of like you know what you'll get, right? And even so even
it's because it's so cheap.
So cheap?
It's because it's so cheap. Yeah, whenever he does it, it's so cheap.
Right.
It's like a few cents or whatever.
Oh, a few cents, really?
It's like whatever he put. I think it's like $1 or something.
Right.
For each twist, spin, whatever.
Oh, really? Isn't that cheap? Because you know we actually have those machines here in Singapore. Like I think it was imported from Japan. It's bloody expensive here. It's like $4. It's like $4 to $5.
Maybe just $5 for him. I don't know.
Right.
He throw money in there like nothing, and he's not like rich or anything. I don't know. Maybe he's just addicted or something.
Right. So, right. Roll. Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Right. Gacha machines. Yeah.
You gonna put that in there? Where you're like, your little dudes are gonna roll out in a little tube or a little container.
Yeah. I have to draw. I have to draw all those stuff though. So hopefully I can do it. Yeah. Sounds fun. All right.
You could probably use it. To like. I mean, I don't think this game's gonna have a lot of lore, but you can use it as some environmental storytelling. It's like they're pods or something. I don't know.
Environmental storytelling.
So for an example, not this exactly, but let's say the gacha shows all of them inside of it's a roll of like not incubation, but whenever you go to in movies. They put them in those sleeping pods or whatever, so they're asleep for a long time.
Right, like in Aliens.
Well, let's say, yeah.
Right.
So let's say you wanted to show like some environmental storytelling. You would show all of them in like their little pods or whatever, and then it would do like a random thing. And it would choose like which one of them gets out of the pod randomly or whatever. Yeah, and so then so that would show the environmental storytelling of like this whole thing where like. They were sleeping or whatever,
right?
And now they're waking up. Right. Now they're stuck in this hell of saws.
Right, and let the player like kind of make up the story in their head, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That kind of thing,
Yeah. I could do that. Hopefully, I have the time to do it. That sounds fun. Cool. How about you? What's your recap?
Right.
Yeah.
I am going to work on this game some now and again. I can already feel myself just focusing more on this one because okay, so when I was talking about UI before and how much I like working on UI,
Uh-huh.
to clarify, it's the design of the UI because you can see on this game, it was all like a bunch of it is just UI.
Yes.
And I'm just having a blast, just like arranging everything, moving everything around, and then programming that part into it to make everything show up where it's supposed to show up. And then you see the final product finally,
Right.
and it looks all clean and nice or whatever. That part of the UI I love. Yeah, just love working on, and and so that's why like I can feel myself just clinging more to this game and just focusing on it.
Yeah, well, I think that's fine, right? I think that's fine. I mean, if you find something that really excites you, then why not just focus on that instead? I think that in itself is okay.
Well, part of the problem is I can't expect myself, or I don't want. So you have the expectations right now of like this kind of game, like a Tamagotchi game, where you do all this other stuff or whatever. And I was like, that's if I were to go that route, like super deep into that route,
Yeah.
that's a lot of stuff that I have to mess with. A lot of things, it would take up more time than I wanted to take up. Yeah, because a part of this also was the mess because I haven't been drawing a whole lot. Like bigger stuff. Most of the things I've been making have been like little things, like in the mechanic game, it's all been like tiny little machines or whatever that are really simplistic. But in this one, I'm actually getting to mess a lot, actual bigger art kind of things.
Right.
And messing with that kind of stuff a lot more because I haven't been able to do that in a while.
Right. Are you thinking that the scope of the game would be like fairly big?
Yeah, but I want to kind of avoid that right now.
Right.
Just to see. Okay, so the big worry is that I'm going to put a lot of time into this game, and it's not going to be up to the expectations of the players.
Okay.
And so it's like I don't want to waste all that time just doing all that just to have like no return on it.
Right.
But then at the same time, I'm like, but I'm enjoying working on it, and part of the reason why I really like working on games is just the process and just like making games.
Yeah.
And well, then the other part of me is like, well, just make it because you're enjoying it or whatever. But then another part of me is like the capitalist part of me.
Right.
It's like, but if I spend all this time and I don't make money, it's just wasted time on money that I could have earned.
Right.
Because I'm trying to do a whole career. So then it's like, yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is so I'm going to say something, but I'm not sure if it's like 100% relevant. But when we were making like Flash games way back, there is like certain guidelines, right? Like if you don't want to, how do I put it? If you want the time you spend on the game, right, to be well worth it, you do not spend more than 3 months on it because you can only get that much money for Flash games. So, like maybe you can use the same approach. You can judge like how much you can expect out of this game in terms of finances, and then decide like how long you want the project to be. And if you think like this is like a 1-year project, then you will have.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that long. Well,
right.
So I have the plan is to have it at different stages. First, I'm gonna get the mechanics going.
Yeah.
And then I'll start adding the creatures and whatnot, the digigons.
right.
And then I'll start adding the digigons, and I gotta figure out what name I want to choose for that though. Maybe I'll use digigons as like a passing thing, so I don't get sued or whatever.
Right.
Or maybe I'll use it at first, and then if I get a cease and desist or something, I'll be like, okay, I'll just change it to something else, but have digigon as like a colloquial.
Okay.
Can you say that word again?
I don't know.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, colloquial. Yeah, there you go. That's what you say. Colloquial. It's like, like slang or whatever.
Ah, okay. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Use that as like a thing that people just refer to it as like, oh, it was that Digigon game,
Yeah.
But you can still call it Digigons because whatever.
Right.
I'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, working on the mechanic game and this game,
Hmm.
seeing how that all goes. The big thing though, I'm gonna mess with the online stuff. I think now
Okay.
The multiplayer thing that Game Maker has now, because it's gonna be turn based.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yes.
So I'll have to figure out how the combat's gonna work and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all dragons.
All dragons, right?
Well, I say dragons. Well, that's what Nugget said in the comments of the thing.
Yeah, I saw his
I'm
question.
doing quotes. Yeah. Like dragons, like how Bowser is a dragon, so it'd be like whatever.
Right.
Like literally be anything. Because in every prompt I chose, whenever I was doing the AI thing, it's just I put dragon in like every prompt.
Right.
So whatever popped up, I'm just gonna call it dragon.
Right.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say the multiplayer support in Game Maker, has it already been like extended to other platforms outside of GXC?
I don't think it has. I think it's still only GXC in the. Did it go full? Did it come out of beta?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it did. I'm not entirely sure though.
Oh damn. Damn.
But just to see, I guess I don't know.
Right.
Maybe make it local. Yeah, I don't know. I have to say, because a big whole part of this is going to be like fighting other players or whatever. Which so when I look at Pokemon, the combat system they have for it just feels so dated. Like it doesn't. I don't like it.
Sorry, Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
It just feels so.
Is it the turn-based aspect that you are not a fan of, or is it?
Well, I like the turn-based thing. It's just too simple for me, I guess. Like not like to play. Like it's very deep. It's
Right.
deep. Choosing who you want or whatever. But it's just the simple fact of okay, I choose this attack, I attack. I had the same problem with Final Fantasy.
Right.
Or not just Final Fantasy, but any older JRPGs, where it's just okay, choose an attack, choose a target, the attack hits, blah blah blah.
Right.
It never felt like. I never really enjoyed it. I just felt it more as like a thing.
Right. Were you?
Oh really? No.
Were you looking for something that is more like you have to set up your attack over time, or instead?
Yeah, something like that, or like grid-based kind of thing, or maybe not grid-based though, because that gets a little more complicated. But yeah, like something a little more interactive than just choose an attack, choose a target.
Right.
So you can like do more things with it or whatever.
Right. I mean, like there are certain JRPGs, right, where you have an entire party, right, against another party of enemies, and because you have you can choose multiple moves, right, simply because you have many people in your party, you can kind of set up your attack strategy, right? You can have like one character boost the stats of everyone in your party.
Yeah.
Can set up certain spells as protection and stuff like that. Is that generally what you want instead of a more straightforward approach?
That would be better. That would be better, because I was also thinking about that too. And
right.
Pokemon, I never looked into it, but they have their little tag team system where it's like 2 versus 2 kind of thing.
Right.
But I was thinking of, because there's a comment that somebody said a long time ago. I don't remember where, and I don't really remember when, but they were like, Pokemon is just a JRPG with a bunch of different characters.
Right.
And they're like, prove me wrong or whatever. Because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
You have a team.
I've always looked at Pokemon as a JRPG. Is it not?
I don't know what the classification is of it, but we're regarding that. But but no one refers to it as that, Like when someone thinks Pokemon, or whenever someone's talking about Pokemon, they don't.
Yeah, but I think Pokemon has become such a phenomenon. Like it's beyond just its game, right? It's also anime. It's also merchandise. Yeah. So I think it's become so popular that people regard Pokemon as its own category. Maybe.
Yeah, but we have all these
Yeah.
newer Pokemon-like games coming out. So there's like what would you call that? Like they're creature capture games.
Oh, right,
And it
right.
comes with a list of what Pokemon is, but um, no one really thinks of them as
As an RPG, a JRPG.
yeah, like
Right,
a JRPG, like Final Fantasy, basically, but the characters are just creatures. You
right.
know, so like if you were to replace Cloud with, where every character, I don't know what's a big, take Octo Traveler, which has like how many damn characters? Like a bunch of them, doesn't it? Is it
Okay.
8? I don't know, whatever.
No,
There's a lot of characters.
there is a Suicodon where you can collect like 108 characters or something.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because I remember 108 because like Suicodon is based on a Chinese, like really old Chinese story, and there is a story about like 108 different heroes. So I think the Japanese game Suicodon, right? It's based on that. So I think you
Oh,
can like recruit 108 characters.
oh wow, yeah. So it's basically that, but you know, is if you replace all those characters with creatures.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically what Pokemon is.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah,
Anyways, yeah.
yeah. There's a Yokai Watch, right, which is a Pokemon like, and then I think there's an
Is that a game?
sorry.
That has a game?
Yeah, Yokai Watch is not just an anime. I think it's a game first and foremost.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
It's really popular.
I'll look
And
that up.
I only know about it because my uncle was really into it, and then I looked it up and I realized that it's an entire franchise as an anime and everything. But
Yeah, I always got that feeling like it was big, but just not here.
yeah, it's really big in Japan apparently. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's also an indie Pokemon, isn't it? I remember someone told me about it, but I cannot remember the name.
Oh, there's a few of them now. Like there's World that's coming out. There's Nexamon.
Oh,
There's Monster Sanctuary. I think was that
Monster
one.
Sanctuary. Oh, right, right.
Yeah, I think Monster Sanctuary was the one where you get to like walk around with your
Yeah.
creatures.
Monster Sanctuary, is
Yeah.
it? It's not a platformer, is it?
Yeah, I think it's the platformer.
Oh, it's a platformer. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is a platformer one, but I don't know if not entirely sure if it's Monster Sanctuary, but I'm pretty confident it is.
Right, right.
So like, what is there? Valley World, Nexamon, Monster Sanctuary.
Isn't there an MMORPG Pokemon as well? Not Pokemon, but like a Pokemon inspired game.
Maybe I don't know. Like I said, there's been a few of them that's actually been coming out.
Right.
So that's why I was saying earlier, like the classification with the gameplay, not just it being a creature capture game. Trying to think. Oh, there was another one and I can't remember it right now.
That's another one?
Yeah, there was another one that I couldn't think of. But anyways, yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at the yokai thing though, because I had a big feeling that it was really big somewhere else, but just not here. I wasn't sure where or how big it was in Japan.
Yeah, it seems pretty damn big from what I've
Is
heard.
the gameplay basically Pokemon combat, or does it have something else going on?
I actually am not sure. I have not like experienced the gameplay myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's worth looking into, right, just to see if there's like what are the similarity and differences.
Yeah, what like new mechanics and new thing they added or whatever.
Yeah.
See how they do it. Because I really like the. I've watched some stuff on Monster Rancher Combat, and I really like the way their little thing is because you can like. So, yeah, are you familiar with the Monster Rancher Combat?
No, I have watched the anime, but I've not experienced the game.
Okay. So basically in the Digimon Combat, or one of the games, anyways. I don't know if this is in all of them.
Okay.
But in the one I watched, basically is think of a 2D fighter game.
Yeah.
But you're not moving the creature. You're giving it commands to like move forward and move back.
Oh.
Or so there's this like little arrow that's like going back and forth.
Okay.
And it chooses randomly. So if you're and you have to press, I think you have to press A on the one you want it to stop at to make sure that that's the command that you're going to give it.
Okay.
And so there's different sizes of the buttons that you can press on the screen.
Right.
And that, determines like how accurate or whatever. But the Digimon, depending on its personality, it can like ignore your commands.
Oh.
And it can do its own little thing. And it can move, and they move back and forth. So there's like range attacks and there's like melee attacks and whatnot.
Wait, we're talking about Digimon or Monster Rancher?
Monster Rancher. There you
Monster,
go.
right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so the
Monster Rancher.
combat happens in real time?
Yeah. The combat happens in real time, and you give them like commands,
Oh,
and then they do the commands, and they can ignore the commands if they want to.
interesting. Oh, so I have a question, right? So you're expected to select a command, right, and then they do something, but everything is happening in real time. So, like, does it not feel sluggish, or is that part of the charm? Like, how do they handle it?
If I recall, how they do it is you have time to choose a command,
Yeah.
and then the commands happen at a certain point.
Oh,
So like, so there's like a deciding phase,
right,
and then at the end of that phase, then both creatures like do their attacks.
right. And if you didn't give it any command, you'll just stand there.
No, there's always a command. I think there's like a little at the end of the timer, it chooses one at random or wherever the arrow is at that moment.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't give a command, it'll just choose one at random, basically.
Oh, that's interesting.
And,
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like semi turn based then.
Semi what?
Semi turn based.
Yes, it's like semi. Yeah.
Is it? It feels. I could be wrong, but that's a little bit like Final Fantasy X, right?
I don't know. I never played 10.
Oh, right. Interesting.
I'll look for that too. I didn't even know that. I always assumed that all Final Fantasy games had that kind of.
I think I could be wrong. I only played like 20 minutes of Final Fantasy X, but I believe there is a real time element to the combat. Yeah.
The only other thing I can think of is like Chrono Cross.
Oh, okay.
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, the SNES
I
one,
think
right?
it's the same game actually, the same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chrono Trigger, they do their whole. You have the option of doing it turn-based, or if you want it to be like real time kind of thing. Like that was actually a good change. Like I like the way they did it. It's just I really don't like the JRPG form of just select attack, do the attack kind of thing without any other kind of like real interactions.
Right.
It just seemed like kind of boring to me.
Right.
Not engaging enough.
Well, I can see why you think that. I couldn't get into Pokemon after Pokemon Yellow, probably because of the same reason as well. Like the turn-based aspect has always come across as a bit I don't know, repetitive to me, but like yeah, this is just my opinion. I hope I'm not offending anyone in the chat. I know people have like strong opinion about Pokemon.
Well, it's not. I don't know how to explain it because I can see how Pokemon. I don't know when I've talked to people who like Pokemon, their main focus was always on everything outside of the combat.
Oh.
But everything that affected the combat, but not
the moment of combat itself.
Yeah.
Right. So it's all about building the team, finding the right stats and everything.
Yeah.
Ah.
But like the actual choose attack, do this kind of thing, and that, no one ever really like sees that as, or I haven't seen anybody be like, yeah, that's my favorite part.
Right.
It's always like the EVs or the other stuff or whatever. I don't know any of that stuff. I know very little about that kind of stuff where you like.
Yeah, same.
What are they called? The EVs? The
I think. EV training, right? EV training.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even know how like. I remember watching a video on it or something, but I already forgot.
Right. Yeah, I'm not like that kind of gamer. Like I know there are gamers that really likes to optimize every aspect of the game, right? Like they want to get the strongest team, so
what are they called? Power players or something?
Sorry?
There's a specific name for that kind of
oh really?
player. Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's like a power player.
Power player.
Where they focus on the shoot, what do you call it? That's probably not the word actually.
Where they want to beat the game.
Like a meta gamer.
Game, right?
Is that what it is? That might be what it is.
Perhaps.
Yeah, where it's when players like want to focus on like min-maxing, the best team that they can get, that kind of thing. That's cool. I actually like that idea behind the whole min-maxing thing.
Right.
Because as a kid, I used to do that too.
Oh,
with some stuff, but not. The fun I got out of it was figuring out how to min-max and not looking at a play
right.
tables and whatnot. You know, like learning how to do it rather than looking up the meta.
Yeah, but like I think for me myself, I'm more interested in like the moment. I'm more concerned about the immersion of the game. Like, so I know that people like there are some gamers that's really into building the stats and everything, right? But when I play, right, I really don't want to look at the stats. I don't even want to think about the stats. I want to
You know,
feel
part
like
of me
I'm
was
the
like
trainer.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's like I just want to enjoy having pet things or whatever.
Yeah.
Little creatures, make friends.
Yeah.
But I also like the fighting aspect because I was a big fan of like the whole turn-based combat kind of thing, which is fun. Why I have my qualms or my issues with the Pokemon combat system,
Right.
because it just doesn't. It's just so dated to me now.
Right. Well, now
I guess
now that you have said all these, right? I'm really interested to know like how you will build your combat.
yeah, so am I. Like, I don't know, because I've never made this kind of game where it's like I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to seeing that. Yeah. It's cool. Yeah. Well, shall we end it here?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Thanks,
I'll probably
man.
be talking for a little longer.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me. Otherwise, I'll be presenting to the air today.
Yeah, I saw what you said in the in the Discord with the monkey gif. It's like, well, I guess I'll be presenting to the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry about that though. I wasn't. I passed out. I was up at like.
No worries. I mean, like I understand the time zone difference is a problem. Yeah.
Well, it's not that. It's just my sleep schedule just been kind of. It just keeps jumping around a lot.
What happened? Do you stay up to work on your game?
Yeah, I just stay up now and again. I don't realize what time it is, and I'm just working on stuff. So then it just gets out of hand.
Right.
That's basically what happens.
Right. I see. Well,
I'm also like really hungry. I haven't eaten in like 24 hours.
Oh damn! You should go grab some food then. I'll talk to you again next week then.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks. See you.
Thanks.
Hey,
Yeah,
bye.
you too. Man. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was fun. Okay. I'll have to check with Chow on why he's not here today. But in any case, why don't we pay a visit to Amanda? Mask Sound is currently playing a beat'em up called Legend of Tianting, a Taiwanese game about a folk hero. So, interesting bit of Taiwanese culture right there. So let's check out Mask Sound stream. Hey, thanks Nugget. Thanks for hanging around, man, and thanks for your input on Pokemon and everything. So it's always nice, right, to have like people with like a knowledge of some of the games that we are discussing. Yeah. So you can see that both Devious and I don't really play Pokemon, right? But you do, and we appreciate your input. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, mate. So I'm gonna just rate Amanda. Let me just go to her channel as well. Hang on. Alright. Okay. Food time! Yeah, see you all, man. Enjoy your food, Devious, and thanks, Nugget. I'm gonna run the outro and hope to see you all very soon. Bye!